My name is Ryan. We're back again with another Spirit Island video. Today we are playing some Breath of Darkness Down Your Spine paired up with Mentor Shifting Memory of Ages. This is a particularly fantastic combo. On turn 1, with this combo, when you do it right, you can threshold every single innate. You can max out both of them on Breath of Darkness. Like I said, on turn 1. That's an insane amount of power available to the spirit, and that will hopefully allow you to snowball the whole game. Breath of Darkness is definitely the kind of spirit that wants to snowball a game, so we're going to make it a little bit less easy for him, and we're going to be playing against England, who has a lot of tools to counteract those types of effects. Let's give it a go. So there's a big, amazing combo here. What does it look like? Well, what we would want to do is we could do this all on turn 1. You play Reach from Infinite Darkness plus any one of your other cards. It doesn't matter which. So you play these two. And then Mentor plays Elemental Teachings plus Share Secrets of Survival. And this gives us a whole bunch of elements here, but we are one element shy of hitting the second tier of our Mentor innate power. We do start with a free air element that we can spend, and if we do that, we'll be able to not only give a card over to Breath, but have them put it into play immediately. And one of our starting unique cards, generally considered the very worst of them all, happens to be amazing for Breath, that being Study the Invader's Fears. 0 cost, tri-element, exactly what Breath of Darkness wants. So Breath can drop this into play, and then we just need to use this Elemental Teachings, throw a couple elements over towards Breath, and all of a sudden everything is topped out. So in this situation, we would go for Moon, Animal. And now everything is thresholded. This Swallowed by the Endless Dark is thresholded. Insane first turn. Recognize that this does not have to be explicitly swallowed. It could be any of our cards, since all of them provide 2 elements. If we choose to go with Terror of the Hunted, then we would have this be have this be an air instead of an animal. But otherwise, the combo works any way that you want. From here, we can just do the basic normal Breath things, basic normal Mentor things. We're going to be receiving 2 new cards a turn on Breath, and it just so works out that we don't have to reclaim for a really, really long time. Allows us to build up this massive Endless Dark, and allows for some amazing opportunities. When we finally get around to reclaiming, we'll be so strong, game just becomes completely free. So that's the dream, that's the goal. Let's see if we can pull it off. Let's take a look at these boards. Okay, we got H and E. So board H, the thing that I'm really thinking about is our starting presence placement. So if Mentor starts here, they'd start in land number 8. This is like way out of the way. Not a great starting spot, whereas on board E, it's a little bit more centralized. We have better access to board H. We're not so far out of everything. I mean, obviously, no matter what, on every board, you're kind of starting in the back corner, but at least here we have flexibility and choices. And a reason I like Breath of Darkness on board H is that we start with the city in our starting land. So even if we don't get the Jungles Explorer, we can pick this up immediately and then go from there. If we were to have Sands go next, we can go like Abduct, 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 and then maybe we abduct this as well and just completely pocket out our board on turn 1. If it's wetlands, right? We got a whole variety of choices available. Mountains would be the only one that's a little bit unfortunate, but we could still make it work by going like 1, 2, 3, and then picking up land number 4. If we choose to go for the combo turn 1, we have tons of great choices. So that's what we're going to do. All right, we are here and ready to go. We're going to start off with the Jungles Explore. Okay. So with a Jungles Explore, We don't have to do this combo on turn 1. We could choose to go for a Terror of the Hunted on turn 1 and simply double strife this land. And then if we combo on turn 2, we might have some better results. Let's take a look at what we draft, and that might dictate what we choose to do. Okay, we got some defense. We got some Dahan movement. Yeah, if we just pick up this Explore, or if we do like a big chain that ends with taking the city out of land number 1, then all of a sudden this defend becomes really high value. Delusions of Danger is an interesting one, right? Because we can just kick this Explore out and then we can abduct. And so this will still have a 2-town adjacency build, but it shores up some of the awkwardness. I'm really strongly leaning towards Delusions, but before we get too far, let's take a look at what Mentor has to offer. We get Explore control, and we get some damage. So if we choose to go for a turn 2 combo, which is where I'm currently leaning, we would go for like a Boon of Ancient Memories on turn 1, and we can just fill up Memory's hand with just tons of cards, and then we'll be able to freely give over cards and just have more choices. The tricky thing with the turn 1 combo is you spend 3 of your starting cards on turn 1, and then you're completely just playing off the top of the deck, and your range of choices really narrows down. And while Breath of Darkness is having an amazing time, Shifting Memory is having a really awkward time. Yeah, we're definitely going to do this. I'm definitely leaning towards this option here. We're going to eventually, we can use our defend 3 and 8 here. We might just give up on land number 7. That's a perfectly fine thing to do if it's just too much to handle up front. So if Breath does something like this, that allows us to do 1 abduction, and then we can do a downgrade. You know, perfectly fine first turn. Then we get the Terror of the Hunted, which we could just strife the town that builds in this land. Or we can just leave our Incarna here, and after it builds, we just pick it up and then continue with our combo. So I think this is... If we go this direction... Well, actually what we can do is we can abduct, go this way, and then strife both of these. And then next turn grow bottom track, and have our Incarna move back into the jungle, and then go from there. I think that's going to be the way we're going to play it. And over here for Memory, I'm perfectly fine with a slow roll build. And we'll just drop a presence right here. Okay. We always want to, even though we don't have an air in play, we always want to spend an air, because by giving a card over, we gain 2 elemental markers. So we spend 1 to gain 2. It's always a net positive. I want to hold on to Study Their Invader Spheres so we can force drop it into play next turn. So we're going to give over this Disorienting Landscape, and that will give me 2 elemental markers. We can have one of them be the air, which we're going to need to pull off next turn's combo, and then we can have one be anything, right? One of their elements has to match the card that we gave over, in this case an air. Second one can be anything. I think I'm going to go for a second air. A funny little thing that you can do is you can go for the sun, air, earth. Like, you can spend a ton of elements, and you can allow them to play the gifted card twice. I mean, in this specific situation, we might not want to. It's worth 2 fear, and revealing the extra card from the fear deck doesn't do anything if the top card's already there. So you would have to, if there was exactly 1 or 2 fear left in the pool, then you could get value from doing this twice. Otherwise, it's probably not worth all those elements. Delusions of Danger. Oh, I forgot to escape an Explorer. Haha. And add my presence to the board. Let's not get ourselves too carried away. We will go out here, escape this way. Okay. Delusions. Push our explorer here. Abduct. And slide. Skipping the first event of the game. Okay, ignoring Strife on each invader has been skipped. That's a really big deal. Great. Now we can go build and explore the sands. Great. Getting the double Strife down here will pay dividends. Slow phase, yep, we're just going to drop a fear, and 1 because there's a beast in the land, and then 1 because of terror level 1. And then, oh, sorry, we get 1 fear and downgrade that city into a town. I keep on looking over here for the ED. Let's move that. All right. So now we can go like abduct, 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 pick up the town, and we can do that combo. That will solve both of my jungles. It'll deny that from building. This land's already in a perfectly fine position. That looks pretty good. Over here, we are going to self-target with Boon of Ancient Memories. As long as we give a card over every single turn, Breath will never run out of cards. They don't need this extra card. So we might as well give it over to Memory in order just to maximize our options and keep us going good. And let's see, let's keep on gaining miners. Ooh, Quicken the Earth Struggle. This is a great card. We can definitely use it over here in land number 1, because that land's going to get a little tough for us to deal with. If only we could play an extra card this turn, Share Secrets plus Quicken. We can get the extra range from Breath, so everything would work nice for a Defend 10 here, but alas, no such luck. These are some great pulls, both for Memory to use, but also to give over, since they both are dual element for Breath. It allows us to keep hitting our innate turn over turn over turn, and that's how we're going to snowball. Yeah, we're going to go for a Sacred Site here, which just allows us to use all these Sacred Site cards that we drafted. Over here for Breath, we're just going to keep on hitting that Gain Miner button until we can't anymore. Uncanny Melting is interesting. Fleshrot Fever is probably going to be the pick. It allows me, like, if I can just drop a disease here, it will allow me to snowball the position, or right in the jungles. There's just lots of decent uses for it. It has 2 elements, and it allows you to snowball your advantage. But for this turn, we need to play Reach, and then we need to play any 2-element card. Just thinking, we could go for a Swallowed, and if we did, where would we go? Like, I could pick up this. I think this is probably going to escape here. I mean, we could escape here and then swallow 2 of the invaders and then abduct the town as well. Just get it all right back. I mean, we could just go for the Fleshrot Fever immediately, right? And drop the disease here. Or we could drop the disease here, so that way it denies the build when it comes around the next cycle. Maybe that's the play. So just to verify my elements, if I do this, and I do this, then I just need 1, 2, 3. And then we're good. Okay, so we just need to give a moon card over, so that we can gain a moon. Or I guess we don't even need to gain a moon, right? We gain a moon here, gain a moon off the any choice from our gift, and then that's our 3. So yeah, we can do this. No problem. Let's go... is this the range 3 growth option? Yes, it is. So we can go 1, 2, 3. Just putting it out here just so we're going to land with the Han in case we get benefits from that. Drop you here. Okay. Pay in air. So now Mentor will allow us to put this into play. That'll get us 2 elements. So we'll take a moon. Might as well just take a second moon. Oh, actually, if I spend an air, I can threshold share secrets and make this not die. Yeah, I think actually that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to spend another air for share secrets to get thresholded, going here. And then with elemental teachings, we're going to gain an air for any, spending 3 moons. Okay, now Breath has some good activity. Oh, and last we got to defend 3. So we'll defend 3 right here. Okay, coming over to Breath's side. We are not going to produce enough fear to flip over a fear card, so we might as well just do this right now. Range 0 with the building. Remove an explorer. Okay, that doesn't really matter. The only thing that this matters for is helping us with our abduction chains. Reach from infinite darkness. We can pick up you and you. Oh, and then during the spirit phase, I was supposed to do this. Okay, and now it's time for our innate. So we go for damage and slide, damage and slide, damage and slide, and then both of these pieces go into the Endless Dark. All right. Invader phase, going to our event. Cultural assimilation. Ooh, man, I'm glad I picked those 2 up. Beast deals damage. So let's see. Let's go here and here. Kill you. Ooh, actually, do we take a blight or do we take a build? How does this work with the Endless Dark? Okay, they can't remove invaders here. So when they would, instead 1 fear per invader that they would have removed. So we can just get a fear by killing this explorer and then pinging you. All right, 2 buildings, 2 Dahan. Oh, okay. Yeah, that will take care of itself. So go boom, boom, and a blight. No other qualifying lands. Ravage in the jungles. Build in the sands. Okay, no adjacencies. And then explore the mountains. Okay, the Endless Dark is inland and has no terrain, so we actually can't use Fleshrot Fever there since it has terrain restrictions. But we can still use it for a fear and adding a disease right here. We do have the +1 range, so we are still able to hit it. What else do we have in the slow? All we got left is our right innate, so we're going to have 2 instances of 4 fear. So we'll go downgrade, and then 2, 3, 4, downgrade all. Okay, which will go here, here, and then, oh, okay, one of those towns was damaged, and so this will be dead when it downgrades. So we're left with 1 single invader in the land. Great. Then last we have to add a beast. And that is all of our powers. So look at that. Really nice looking board that we got here. Now for our next act, we're going to gain a minor. Let's see. Visions of Fiery Doom makes it really easy, in much the similar way that pushing a explorer made it easy for us to abduct invaders. In much the same way, just a push is very helpful in making things smooth. Looking at sands, we have no ravages here. In this land, we can fire in the sky plus defend it. We could just choose to let it go. I think letting it go might just be the best option. Let's see what options were presented. Ooh, man, Gift of Power. In case we don't have enough power cards already. Fascinating. All right. I mean, this is a really quiet turn for us. Maybe it is just a Gift of Power type of turn. We could go like Gift of Power plus Fire in the Sky, spending an Earth for Defend 3. And that will prevent this land from blighting. Just, keep on cycling the cards. So I'm going to sit on this for a second. Over here for Breath of Darkness down your spine, we're going to be going up to 3 card plays. And so if we were to... One thing that we're definitely missing here is an animal element, which pushes me towards this Mesmerized Tranquility. Probably look to receive a Quicken on our next turn. These are going to be 2 larger builds. But if I go like here, and the Mez, I could just Mez this land along with the Fire in the Sky as a means to defend it. We don't need to spend an element. That will allow me to do 1 Abduction. We could do like a Swallowed. We could go here. No, there'll be 2 adjacent buildings. We could abduct this Explorer, honestly, and then that just denies us from building, right? So we like escape here and then slide for the turn, abduct you. If this gets isolated by Mez, then this land does not build. That seems like a pretty high value play. Okay, so we grow here. We escape an Incarna here. We can escape a Beast here. With this pairing of cards, that's perfectly fine. We could replace that with a Roiling Bog, but I want that air element in play. And we'll put you out here. Maybe I give over the Inflame. If I give over the Inflame, then I can use Quicken, and then I can give Quicken out from the discard pile. Giving cards away from the discard pile is always just a really nice thing to do, so that way we keep our active hand full and topped off. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So we'll give over this Inflame the Fires of Life, giving me 2 elements. We'll go for a Moon, and we'll go for Moon Air. All right, Strife here. We don't need to spend the element for defense, because we're going to Mez here. So invaders do -1 damage. It's just going to be a 1 damage Ravage. That was going to slide during the Spirit phase. Let's see. We will abduct and slide. And we do get a Swallow by the Endless Dark. Yeah, it's fine. It's probably better to make it Disorienting Landscapes, though we don't have a Sacred Site. We could slide this way. Yeah, we'll have it slide this way. If we played this instead, our elements and our price is all the same, but then this will push here and add a Wilds. Then on our next turn, we can slide over and abduct that town. Invader phase. Ooh, Years of Little Rain. Okay. We got Flesh Rot Fever we can forget. We got Boon of Ancient Memories that we can forget. We could just do a discard. Something like Like Calls to Like, we can just discard. And then forget Flesh Rot, or because we have Gift of Power, we can forget Boon of Ancient Memories. So yeah, let's get that proliferation. Discard here. Forget here. Right. Both of us add a presence and a land with Dahan. Wait a second. Orange doesn't even have any. For shame. For shame. What a misplay. Yeah, I've only got those. Defend per Dahan. Great. Okay, Fear. Or actually, sorry, I forgot to do the Beast portion. Beast damage. So we'll have here go 1, 2, 2 damage, kill you. Here, do damage, nothing. Okay. Terror level 1. We get to remove an explorer from Beast, Disease, or 2 Dahan. So we can go like 2 Dahan. And then Beast or Disease, we could go here, or we could go here. We'll go here. And then remove an explorer from a land with Dahan. I don't think there's any. Alright, build the jungles. Nothing. Ravage the sands. Taking out Strife. Taking out Strife. And then build the mountains. Exploring the mountains. And then, let's see. England's escalation will go here and here. Okay. Slow phase. That proliferation makes things pretty interesting. Hit this Reclaim 1. So, actually, let's do some calculations. So I'd like to be able to play 3 cards and then 4 cards. And the question is, do I need to gain Gift of Power to do that? So on our next turn... Okay. We'll be at 2 cards in hand. Gain a card for the turn. Reclaim 1. Playing 3. That'll be left in hand. Receive 1 from Mentor. Next turn, gain a card, reclaim 1, play 4. Okay, so we do not need to receive this Gift of Power in order to play on curve. Therefore, Memory will self-target with this Gift of Power, and will probably just gain a major next turn. Promises of Protection pairs up pretty nicely with Quicken. Nothing else on the Memory side. On Breath's side, we have 2 invaders. We could abduct another one with a Merge. Really like to be able to Threshold Swallow by the Endless Dark on this next turn, but I don't think that's going to happen unless we choose to reclaim here and give over elements. Because if we abduct like this, then we'll be sitting pretty. So on our next turn, what are we playing on our next turn? We're going to go here, here. We are going to hit a reclaim 1, so we can guarantee if we play like a tri-element card, we can do like triple abduct. As long as we play an animal, we get a beast, which is fine, right? But if we do something like this, we get triple abduct, which is 1/2, but then I don't have like a third place to use it. I could go here. That'll allow me to kick an explorer. No, triple abduct is good. If I jump over here and I push out town explorer, I go abduct, 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 and then we're sitting in a good place. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that we set up here as opposed to in this land. Might turn into a reclaim turn, though. We could use the Reach from Infinite Darkness. If we do this, that'll give the extra range so that we can still do our defense. Gives us the triple element that we need. Okay, so last card that we need to play is this Emerge from the Dread Night Wind. So we'll get a Fear, hop you over here, and it'll push 1, 2. And then 2 Fear, downgrade, and explore. Okay. Breath, gain a minor. Ooh, Sap. Sap is a very strong card. Probably the best card here. Lands of Haunts and Embers, once again, another way to push things around such that we'd be able to do more abductions. But I think sitting on Sap is the type of thing I want to do. And then we can reclaim and put and play this guy right here. Let's see. Go here, here, and make this a sacred site. So we will be growing here, so we are +1 range will allow us to defend the 3. We could also defend this way. It's kind of the same thing. Let's gain ourselves a major. Ooh, Sleep and Never Waken. That's a great one to play and a great one to give over. That'll be very nice if Breath chooses to go that direction, right? We could just do the gain 4 energy button. He's sitting in a happy place. When I gain these, I just have to forget a card. That's perfectly fine. This Like Calls to Like has done its job by existing. We could do this for the turn. Curiously, let's see. If we just spend these 2 elements, then we threshold. Which we already have those elements here. Any into a moon. And this will defend, skip. Maybe we skip here because they have 2 explorers to remove. We skip here. We have sands for targeting. I guess I don't need the sacred site then. I could just drop this presence in a land like over here. Just to remove that explorer. It won't produce an extra fear, but it gets me an extra explorer, which could be worth something. Or I could go here, pick up this explorer, and then chain this way. Which I think is better because we have big defend, so we'd like to counterattack. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay, so Sleep and Never Waken. We spend 2 elements. We remove those 2, remove this one, produce 1 fear. and skip this land. We will give a card over to Breath. Let's give Fire in the Sky, maybe? None of these are particularly sexy. Yeah, we'll give her Dry Wood. The 1 damage can turn into abductions without being reliant on our Incarna, which is cute. Might not need it, but it's cute. That'll give me 2 elemental markers. Let's make them air, earth, I guess. Might want to pick up a sun. I could do the sun off of this in the future if I need to. Over here, we will reach from the infinite darkness, picking up 1, 2. Or we could do like this. Sacred Sight back here is a little bit unnecessary. We've got triple abduct. We can use you to abduct and pick up Explorer, and then go 1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll end here. So we have a Sacred Sight for targeting with Inflame the Fires of Life. We now have +1 range, so we can do a defend 10. All right, event. Sacred Sights under threat. How many fires do we have in play? 2. And how many qualifying lands do we have? We can choose to make this qualifying or not, depending on if this is a beast. And so it looks like we have just 1 qualifying land. So we just need to pay 1 energy. That's fine by me. I'm going to have Memory pay the energy. So now this just takes 2 damage. So you die, you take a damage. 4 Dahan, gain a card. So we got 4 Dahan here. Memory still does not have that. We have only 2, not 4. But we'll take the free card. Ooh, domesticated animals. It's like sap, but with an extra element. And the extra beast is produced. Savage Mob Beast pairs up nicely with Inflame the Fires of Life. This produces just 3 fear, which is useful. Noticing this turn, actually, we don't have a fear card earned. So we are going to double build. This land instantly becomes a lost condition, going up to 6 buildings. Very important to pay attention to. Ooh, that's actually super rough. Okay. That's really rough. Yeah, having a couple off turns was biting us in the butt. But I'm going to take this domesticated animals. Okay, no fear. So go double build, and then still nothing. Ravage the mountains, everything is good. Build the mountains. Skipped. And explore the coast. Ooh, we're safe for 1 turn, but now this is a guaranteed loss on our next turn because we're guaranteed to escalate. So it's a land that must be dealt with. Sleep and Never Waken might be the ticket to get us there. Slow phase. We have 4 fear. And we can downgrade you. And then we can either add a disease or a fear and strife. I think adding a disease here in H2 might be the ticket just to protect ourselves. Though notably, actually adding a disease in either the 4 or the 5 is not a bad idea either in order to protect ourselves from the build straight into Ravage. We do have 2 defend 5s, which will solve both of these lands. And maybe that's just the better way to go. Because next turn, what do we plan? We got all of this. We can draft a card. We can reclaim a card. We're going to be picking up the free air. So definitely we can actually play and Threshold is swallowed by the Endless Dark. Which is good, because that'll get rid of a building. Ducting a building, so we could go like 1, 2, and in. And then if we draft something, we have flexibility in what we choose to play. Yeah. Alright, yes, that's all good and fine. I think I'm just going to add the disease here. Just to, like, we got a good thing going. We have no reason to ruin it. Although this land is also an LC, because it's a mountain and a coast. So that's important to pay attention to, right? We only get one disease, so we'll add it here. Time passes. So Breath will gain another minor. Unquenchable Flames is interesting. Call to Trade's probably not the winner. Entrancing Apparitions is another way just to move around explorers. Keep the party rolling. Let's go with probably the Unquenchable. Over here for Shifting Memory. Honestly, it might be high time to do a Reclaim All and give Breath a big turn. We could run around, maybe like drop a town or something here, and then abduct the city. So in combination with the disease, gives us multiple layers of insulation. And then we can use our Sleep and Never Waken here in E. Right, like if we play these two cards, yeah, if we play these two cards and then we can drop a Defend 3 in this land, so that frees up one of our Defend 5s for Breath. We can Defend 5 here. We don't have to defend this. And then, yeah, we sleep here to skip 3 build actions. That makes a lot of sense to me. Let's Reclaim All. And so if we do this, and we wanted to play you, how many elements do I need to go big? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. So any 2 element card will, or sorry, 4 elements. So any 1 element card will get us there. As long as that it's a non-moon element. But yeah, we could do like this Unquenchable Flames. Unquenchable Flames will go here, and then I would receive this, this, and this. Notably, we can also just be given a card and have it dropped into play, like this Quicken the Earth Struggle. So yeah, we'll have no problem hitting our elemental needs. Oh, whoops. Okay. But we will have a problem hitting our energy cost needs, so I guess that forces that to happen. That's fine. We'll go here. And we can escape you, so you finally have Dahan in your lands. Actually, yeah, maybe we go here and then drop this city. So we go abduct, 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 abduct over here. Slide for the turn. And then we still have to gain a presence, add a presence to the board. Let's go with here. Gaining 1 for the turn. We'll just drop a sun in, just to hold on to it in case we choose to go this direction. Gain and pay. Gold's Allure might not be a horrible idea. We can drop a 0 cost into play for Breath of Darkness. That's what I'm looking at right now. And so our choices, we've got like Share Secrets, Gift of Power. Share Secrets is an interesting one. Allows us to actually like do some Dahan counterattack stuff. And it would be thresholded if you care about that. But the element is not necessary. We could do a Gold's Allure. Gold's Allure just... Roiling Bog. Isolating this land is a viable choice. Denies the build. Just having less pieces on the board is cool. Yeah, let's drop a Roiling Bog into play. It's going to cost me an air element to do that. Over here, sleep. Oh, crap. Wrong button. We need sleep to get the reminder token going here. Getting rid of those explorers for a fear. And then elemental teachings. We need 1, 2, 3 to make that work. So when we just gave this card over, we gained 2 elements. So we need one of them to be animal. And then one of them has to match this card. So we will go for a moon. Okay. Elemental teachings. I gain an animal. And then I can spend moon, animal, animal to gain the elements as you see here. All right, coming over to breath, we can use this sap to defend 5. We can use Roiling Bog for a fear and an isolate. Other stuff too, but that's the only one that matters. We'll go abduct, slide, abduct, slide, abduct, slide, and then pick all this up. Delusions of Danger. Honestly, everything seems to be pretty much fine. So I'm probably just going to do 2 fear. All right, event. Ooh, Omen's Token. Let's see. The Omen's Token, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6. So H2 would be the first one. And we got a choice here, 4 invaders apiece for the second one. So the thing to note is that it's kind of a rich get richer thing. This land is going to have 11 damage in it, assuming it doesn't explore. And so that would just be a quicken to solve it. You can also do this if you can threshold your instruments of their own ruin, which is absolutely something that we can do, right? We just play this Fire in the Sky. We already have 1 sun. We gain another sun for the turn. That puts me at 4 suns. I'm just short 1 animal, but I gift a card over, and then I get the extra animal. And we do that instruments like targeting E2. Then because it ravages twice, it triggers instruments twice. Now to do that, it's actually going to be in this land is where the first Omens token is going to go down. That's fine. So let's think about it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 damage. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Build for another 7. So we'll get damn near full value out of a double one here. And we can just abduct presence in order to give the extra range, right? So we just grow here, abduct a presence from like back here or something, give it +1 range, and then we're good. Yeah, so let's spawn an Omens token here. And lose an energy and replace your most expensive non-unique. So we have no majors, so we can just get rid of something that we're not a huge fan of, which is pretty awesome. We would definitely want to do that on Breath since we don't have to lose the energy. Yeah, let's get rid of probably this Inflame. Yeah, let's get rid of Inflame. Forget, and then gain a card. And it's going to wind up going to my discard pile. Sky's Herald, Hazard Spread, Elemental Boon. We could go LA Boon, spread some of the love back, but we have so many elements, it just doesn't really matter. Looking at these ones, just because they cost 0. I'm going to take Lure, though. No, I like the Dahan movement. Yeah, we'll take this. It also insulates ourselves against any kind of Blighted Island effects. Okay, 1 damage per beast. Nothing. Here we'll do a damage. So when it downgrades, it'll die. Lands with Dahan have defend 2, and lands with buildings and no Dahan. Okay, so that's going to be fine, that's going to be fine, that's going to be fine. So, yeah, it doesn't change anything there. Oh, I didn't do my beast here. That's whatever. Fear card. -1 damage. So +1 damage, -1 damage, nothing changes. Build. Ravage. Build coasts. Explore the sands. Oh, a problem there. Yeah, even if we skip this Ravage, it's still going to be a loss condition. Okay. Explore sands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think, can we choose to do this and then to get skipped? I think we can. All right, slow phase. Slow phase. Is there any abductions to be had? Probably it's just better off just to kill something. Because with this and this combined, we can kill a town. These are all dead, so we don't need to worry about those. This town existed before the Explore happened, so that should be there. Let's see. We can kill this town here, right? So we go fear, damage, Badlands. And then here we go 2 fear, 2 damage. And then we got 2 instances of 4 fear. First one will downgrade. Actually, since we're about to reclaim, we'll go downgrade here, and then we'll go downgrade all. So this will turn into an explorer and die. All these explorers are gone. You become an explorer, and you become 2 towns. Then we add a beast. Notably, I don't have to reclaim all here. As crazy as it is, because we're going to gain a card, and then we're going to reclaim 1. That puts us at 4 card plays. So we can just keep this party rolling. But getting ourselves, like, there's no benefit of having a 5th invader in the ED. So this just gives us flexibility, as opposed to trying to get all your cities down to towns. Or like going from city all the way down. There's still no cities either way. Okay, that's via time passes. So the only thing that I had to do for shifting memory in order to pull off that combo was abduct a presence. And from here, right, I get my 5th. As long as I draft any air card, period, or memory just forces one into play, I guess it would have to be exactly a 0 cost. I'm good. Another thing I could do is I could... Well, we don't want to skip this land right now. If we reclaim all, and we want to playing all of this, and then we throw in there... where is it? Swallowed. And we can swallow this. That'll leave 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 damage twice. We'll kill all this stuff. We already calculated that. And then it puts me at 4 buildings. So we go build, puts me at 6. Okay, that puts me in a okay position. I'll definitely want to receive this Sleep and Never Waken. So then we can skip Ravage, skip builds, skip escalation. Actually, that's our last escalation. Okay, I'll sit on this for a second before we choose what we're going to do. Over here, we go here, and we want to threshold it. So we can go for a sun. If we go sun, sun, fire in the sky to solve this. Puts me on 2 blight for the turn, and we're still surviving. Yeah, I would give over the Sleep and Never Waken. I like the idea of doing a reclaim right now. Because first off, I can't even afford all this, right? The stuff I would need to play is just that, and I can just throw down a bunch of cheap cards. And then I can go for the +4 energy and feel good about it playing the Sleep next turn, as opposed to not having the energy for Sleep. So I think we're probably going to reclaim all here. Reclaim all, escapes all pieces, does gain me a card. We'll take Shadows. Okay, I need to... Gosh, we have so many freaking cards in hand. That's kind of like the only obligatory thing. I do want to play... If I can find my cards, holy cow. Ooh, actually, that's a good one to play. Solves this problem. And where's my abduct? Okay, here. That's my 2 energy. Now I just need to play at 0 cost. Definitely don't need any more air. Just need animal moon. Or sorry, animal moon for 0. Where's my zeros? Okay, we got you. Okay. This is my only animal moon, is study the invader's fears. Does sap do anything for me here? I could go sap this, because right now if we just strafe it, then it doesn't work out so well for us. And then instead of playing Fire in the Sky, we could play something like a Gold's Allure, which gives me the double animal, double fire, and then we just need to, gain a sun, right? Like any 2 elements. Honestly, only 1 element's needed to pull that off. This is going to be a 12 damage Ravage. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is also a 12 damage Ravage. So we could go for a Quicken the Earth Struggle in order to defend one of them. Probably defending this one, so we can choose to let up Blight next turn if we want to. If we do this, then we can just spend an Earth and make it fully defended. Yeah, that works. So we would just want to... we already gained our sun for the turn. We're going to give over the sleep. We could go for the reclaim 1 later. I'd like to get ourselves up to 3 card plays. Yeah. And Sacred Site. Okay. So we're going to give a card over. That will get me 2 elements. One of them is going to be sun, and the other will be air. Let's go Delusions of Danger, pushing you over here. Gives me another thing to kill. Instruments of Their Own Ruin, spending... I need to do the abduction first. So we'll abduct... Oh. Let's take a pause. I need to escape everything first. How much damage do we have here? If we abduct all of that, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8. We have 3 HP that we can still do damage with. So we'll go here. After that, we do not have the HP to afford. Also, we do all of this, and I haven't even figured out where my abduction chain's going to be. Because I don't really have one. I could honestly just go here and go kill, damage, damage to kill, and then just abduct that city. I mean, this is empty, right? This won't build. It's really ugly, but it does work. I just don't like it. But it's something. Realistically, though, we can just build an abduction chain right now, right? We just go drop an invader here, drop an invader here. So we go like pick you up, pick you up. Then maybe we pick up... Maybe we just pick up a city here. And... And go like 1, 2, 3, pick up a city. So if I go escape here, we escape you here, escape you here. 1, 2, 3, pick up a city. I can have you escape here. Drop a beast here. Drop an explorer. I don't know, back here. Okay. Got all that done. So now we go back to our regularly scheduled programming. We abduct 2 presents. We will pick up 1 and 2. This is now able to target right here. Oh, it's after the Ravage step. Whoops, we're gonna take a blight here. We're gonna take that's awkward. It's right, it'll work out. Quicken your struggle becomes a defend 10 right here. Because of that timing, actually, I'm going to use my innate defense right here, which requires me to spend 1 earth. I already gave my card over, so that's all done. This is going to be a defend 5 right here. Abduction chain. Go abduct, 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 abduct the city. And I still have my swallowed. Perhaps I could just use right here. Yeah, we'll go this and this to fear. Oh, I did not have the ability to pick up that city. So that city has to stay. This Incarna is still here. And instead of abducting from this land, I abduct from this land. So that did not get picked up. Instead, this got picked up. Which is necessary to make sure I don't lose. Alright, event. Explore action to get extra explorers. Cool, whatever. Add a beast to a land. No buildings, no blight. Gather 1 or 2 Dahan into a land with no Dahan setup symbols. That is none of these ravaging lands. This one has Dahan setup symbols. This one does. This one we're taking blight in. We can go this way. Tee ourselves up for next turn. We'll go this way. Get him into the game. 1 fear card. Removes an explorer or town from a land with presence. Okay. So let's figure this out, right? We're going to be building a town here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4, okay. It's going to be 2 towns against 3 defend. So we don't actually want to remove a town here, or else we'll actually take blight. And that's the only option on this whole board. So now we're on this board. We can go here. We could actually, if they would be removed, they can just get a fear. So we could actually just get fear here. So we could do like this and then fail to remove and take a fear, which gets us another fear card, which is helpful because we're looking at a blight here. Skip all build actions in certain lands. Great. All right, build in the mountains. None of them have any Dahan, so no skips are to be had. Ravage the coasts. This is 10 against 12, so that'll blight. That'll blight. That'll go here. 11 damage. Kills this. And that will blight and flip the card. Okay. At the end of the Ravage, we will trigger this. 2 fear, remove an omens, and then we do another 11 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10. Okay, sands, nothing. This will build a city. Over here, it does not outnumber. And out here, we get a town. Exploring the wetlands. Okay, 5 goes up to 6. And here, 5 goes up to 6. And we are supposed to add extra explorers here, here, actually in all of the lands. Okay. We got nothing besides just 8 fear. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll go downgrade here and then downgrade everything such that we're left with 3 explorers and a beast. Okay. So yeah, we're definitely going to go for the energy this time. Getting +4 energy, putting me up to 6, which will allow me to afford to play Sleep and Never Waken. Very important card to play at this point of the game. Also, thresholding it will just pick up a lot of explorers and produce a lot of fear. So we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Okay. For shifting memory. Once again, we're going to go for a major. Ooh, we got another rabbit, or we got another action skip. Really big deal with this venomous spiders. If we can threshold it, which I am very confident that we can, getting a double skip here where both skip kills buildings is a really big deal. So yeah, we're looking at something like this, like this. We're short air animal. So air animal. 4 energy is already sufficient, so we could go bottom again, which will give us the ability to potentially play a 3rd card if we choose to. And what would that 3rd card be? We don't have Quicken for this. We could just play Share Secrets to keep these guys alive as a third card. And don't need to spend the air. We're only needing to spend the animal in order to threshold this. Yeah, let's do that. So we already gained a card. Gained our element for the spirit phase. We can go spend to get the extra card play. Sacred Site here. Okay, for breath, we're going to gain 4 energy. Growing top track, escaping 1 piece. And we get to move our Incarna to a land with your presence. So we don't need to have our Incarna sitting here anymore. Oh, do we still... No, we don't have that. We don't have... We do have our Reclaim one. So we could do this and abduct this. So that way our Defend 3 gets the job done here. And we remove these Explorers. We bring these Dahan in. Counterattacks, clears. That'll work out really nice for us. Okay. I already added my presence to the board. Where do we go for our abduction chain? I think we go here. All right, this gives us something to do. Okay, we still have 2 more card plays. All we need is a moon and 2 animals. We can pay energy if we need to. So let's see, that's defended, skipped, and skipped. Could go for a Mez. For the isolate. What would we choose to isolate? We would isolate probably H2. Because then there'll be no buildings, no pieces on the board. That'll be isolated, so like nothing can explore. That's pretty sensible. And then last, we just need Moon Animal, of which we do have some choices. But I think that one's probably the best. Okay. Three, four, 5, and then we pick up this guy. Could go like 1, 2, 3, pick up city and get out. For our slide for the turn, we could slide like this. Go kill, kill. Abduct, kill, kill. Pick up this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Explorers for 3 fear. That's fine. Yeah, we'll do that. So this will be abducted, kill 2 explorers, and then abduct this city. Bring our Incarna out. Mez. Go here for the isolate. Sleep and never waken for the skip. Removing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, fear. I don't have range for that. So if we did this and this instead, then that leaves an explorer behind here. 2 fear. That gets abducted. But then this stays alive. think I'd rather do it this way. Okay, and 2 less fear. Okay. I think I'd rather do it this way. We're running out of places to do things, so I guess we're 2 fear. We'll abduct just this city right here. That's everything on this side. Over here, we got a defend 3. And we'll just use this to make Dahan not die. We're not going to bring anything in. We're not going to spend the element. Over here, we're going to spend an animal to threshold venomous spiders. Okay, to add a beast and then gather a beast, but there is no beast to be gathered. So that's going to be 2 fear. Let's make 2 of these. Okay. Then we can give a card over. We're going to give over Quicken. Get me 2 elements. Let's go for an animal in case we choose to do this again. And let's take another animal. That's fine. All right, Invader phase. Sack of Presence. Bowl Spirits. Here and here. These are destroyed, so they're going out this way. Event. It only takes 1 damage to add a blight. Okay. Doesn't really change anything. Push from Beast. Let's see. Pushing from here. No, we want... no, there is no escalation. Okay. Yeah, we could, like, push here. And that's once per board. So there's nothing. Okay. And then Dahan Defense. This goes up to a 5-er. So we're only a single strife away from being able to solve this land. 1 damage per Dahan. Okay. This is the only land that has Dahan and Invaders in it at the same time. So we'll do this. 3 health of Invaders from a land with disease. I don't believe there is any disease. So therefore, we both get to remove and explore from an inland land. All right, build the coast. And then one of these gets consumed. 4 damage, kills the city. Ravage the Sands. Okay, that gets consumed, kills the city. Over here, we're going to take a Blight. 2 Dahan don't die, kills the city. Build the Wetlands. Exploring Sands Wetlands. Skipped Adjacency. Okay. Slow phase. Thankfully, mountains are not active, so we're safe for a little bit. Let's do Terror of the Hunted. So we'll get Fear and then 3 Strife here. And then we get 2 sets of 4 Fear. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Downgrading once. Downgrading all. Adding a beast. Over here, we have a Gold's Allure. Do you want to gather in and instantly lose? It's a pretty cool play. No, we'll go this way. And now all our wetlands are solved. We don't need to do anything for the upcoming Ravage. We can focus 100% on being proactive. Hopefully, we can just end the game before the Stage 3 Ravage. So I'm looking at doing like a Talons of Lightning just to, get some fear and damage down, right? Like we go +2 energy, play these 3 cards, which is kind of like a random hodgepodge of stuff, but it's the most that I can do this turn. And then I just reclaim and then just try and end there. As far as breath goes, what do we have? Which isn't that stuck around? It's weird. Okay. Well, this board is looking pretty nice and fine. This is going to go up to 6 buildings. So that's getting to the point, once you're at 6 buildings, at this point of the game, you could start like trying to play around these random one-off events that'll make you instantly lose. Okay, so we got these 2 lands that are both threatening for that reason. And so things like Swallowed by the Endless Dark, you just keep on playing it over and over and over again. Because it keeps on being good. We have so many cards, we really don't need to gain more cards. We can just keep on doing the plus energy, right? We'll go up to 7 energy, playing 4 cards. We can reclaim 1 to sleep. That's probably the line that we're going to want to take. Like if we sleep, skip this, then we just, that just solves it. Pick up Explorers here, here, just for a little bit of fear. Bring our Incarna back to like, I don't know, here. I don't even know what we do with it. We don't really have invaders in places that matter. This is kind of tricky. Gotta find a way to close this game out. Seems like a pretty decent filler card. Just play it no matter what we do. And we could just go for a whole bunch of slow damage, right? We go like here, here, here. Disorienting Landscape. So go like abduct, 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 kind of a thing. I guess this only gets me 2 abductions, but what really matters is all the fear. That's kind of the only thing that matters. So I go like abduct, abduct. And that's all good and fine. This only costs 3 energy, so I could just go for a major here. Yeah, let's go for a major. See if there's anything cool that comes up. Tsunami is a very cool card. Walls of Rock and Thorn is also a very cool card. If I go for Walls of Rock and Thorn, can I threshold it with all just 0 costs? I don't have a 0 cost Earth card. I don't have a slow to fast for that Tsunami either, but we are just fast killing a city here with the Talons. We'll just hold on to this, just in case. Forgetting Delusions. Let's add our presence here. Or no, sorry, we have to go here, escape. No, not even, yeah, why not? And this comes in here. Okay. +2 energy. Gain. Pay. Putting you, I'm not really sure it matters. We'll put you out here. Free element for the turn. We'll turn it into a fire. Actually, hey, if I give... Because I got fire, air, and then I give a card over, get another fire, air, we can threshold this Talons of Lightning. And that'll get me town kill, town kill, town kill. So I guess we'd want our Incarna to slide over here. Place it, slide for the turn. Yeah. So let's give a card over. Let's give over Goldzler. Needs to have either a fire or an air, and this has a fire. So we gain fire, air, and then we spend those 2. 3 fear. 5 damage. We'll go like so. Killing town, town, town. Promises of protection. Not really sure where this is going to go. I guess we can go here. Maybe we get some kind of a beneficial event. Then our defend... I guess we'll defend here just in case we get, Strife getting removed or something. Although I think that event's already gone. Okay, over on this side. Setting Invader Spheres. See the top card? Disorienting Landscape. We can... Not really sure it matters. Guess we'll go here. We can go like Abduct, Abduct. Leaving me here. Okay. Alright, destroy a presence. Okay, you're gone and you're gone. Event. 6 or more blight. Add a blight to a land adjacent to blight. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Safe and safe. Destroy something in a land with beast. Nothing on H, but plenty of options on E. We'll go for you. And then push. We have no disease on the board. In 2 lands, matching a Ravage card, 2 damage per land. Matching a Ravage card. So that's the wetlands, 2 damage each. Strife to an invader, -1 HP per strife. So there's already 1 damage, 2 strife, that's dead. That's going to have -1 HP, but we get to add 2 more strife to the board, reducing HP on each. Just go like here and here, that's fine. Defend 3 in all lands. Okay. Build the sands. Ravage the wetlands. Build the sands wetlands. Okay, that's a city. Things are getting tight. This is a town. Okay, wetlands. There was already 2 adjacencies. There's nothing here. Adjacencies galore. Exploring the jungle wetlands. That triple action in the wetlands, huh? Ain't that gonna be a whole lot of something? Well, hopefully we just win. Okay, what do we got? We have Dry Wood Explodes in Unquenchable Flames, which is 3 damage, which is enough to kill this city. Though it's an irrelevant city. I'm out of range to target this, which is unfortunate. We could do abductions. No, we cannot. Let's go here, going for 2 fear. Just kill that. And Unquenchable Flames will get me 1 fear. And then... Ping. Nothing heals in this land. Okay, 2 iterations of 4 fear. Which will leave me... Okay, that becomes an Explorer. Then everything downgrades, leaving just that behind. Over here for memory, we're just going to gain a minor. And that's all she wrote. Okay. So let's see, I gained 3 elements a turn. So if I go for Talons plus Animated Rack Root, I need Air, Air, Fire to be able to threshold the Talons of Lightning again. I could just gain 2 energy, hit the Reclaim 1. So we could just do that again. And then unlock you. And then, what did I hit here? Okay. So if I just do that again, I'll just kill City, destroy these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 fear. 7 fear. Yeah, I think we just try and win here. Can we just win? How much fast fear do we have? Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fast fear. 1, 2, maybe 7 fast fear. So we got 7 fast fear. What, 6 over here? That's 13. Let's see. Maybe I go up to 7. And then we give Talons of Lightning and have Darkness put it right into play. So I would need to play a whole bunch of cards that adds up to 1. So it would put me out like here. And then if I play anything with an air, then that's going to threshold the Talons of Lightning. Which is kind of cute. Threshold Talons of Lightning. What does that do for me? 7 fear, right? I would want to probably throw this out there. Instead of, like, shadows. So that would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fear. 8, 9, 10 fast fear. Which leaves just 5 to come from memory. So I've got 2. So that puts me 3 fear short. Two, or that puts me 3 fear short, huh? Well, the cool thing is that I can put this into play without having to reclaim. So I can definitely go for a major here. Play mostly anything. T-Sack being a great one. Okay. With this T-Sack, if we go like this, T-Sack plus Fire in the Sky. I need like an Elemental Teachings. If we do this, get this for the turn, get this for giving. So I get this for the turn, and I get this for my Elemental Teachings. I don't think the T-Sack proliferation matters. All it gets me is an animal element, which I've already got maxed out. So that's not relevant. Okay. This is going to be our 3 cards. Adding presence here. And this is going to be a air. Over here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, gain, pay. Oh. I can afford 1 more energy. Is there something better than, like, Gold's Allure? Because we don't need this for anything at all. This provides no value to us. So we can replace that with a fear card. This might get us there. What turn is it? Turn 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I did 1 reclaim. And then I think we had a proliferation, so I should be here, which will empower you. Escaping a piece, we'll go... we'll go Beast right here. 2 fear, flip a card. Fear, defend 5, add a Beast. T-Sack, targeting breath. We'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, whole lot of nothing as far as Fast Fear is concerned. Two fear and a strife here. Spend air, earth in order to mentor into play Lightning's Talons of Lightning. Elemental Teachings, gain an animal. There's no benefit for other elements coming out. Maybe Elemental Teachings was a mistake. Here, we'll take a fear. We can ISO here. And this is going to put us 2 fear short. What do we got here? Okay, invaders have -1 HP per strife to a minimum of 1. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Okay, that'll get me a little more out of it. Skip build actions. Okay, so we're not getting the extra fear from this. Oh, actually, no, yeah, no, we target this land, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Killing an adjacent town. 1, 2, 3, 4 adjacent towns. Then when this comes in, which actually we don't need to, right? We just do damage here, and that's our fear victory. Oh my golly. Oh, wow. We got there. That was a lot of work. So yeah, it's a pretty cool combo. The problem with the combo is that Shifting Memory of Ages sacrifices a lot of their own personal strength in order to boost up their teammate. And as we can see, having that gap in strength did lead to problems down the line. But it's a really cool combo, and you can have this little 2-spirit combo among, other spirits in a much bigger game. And then having more spirits available to cover up Shifting Memory's weaknesses can be a very good strategy. Anyways, that was a lot. I'm pretty tired. I hope you guys managed to make it this far. If you did, I'm impressed. Thank you all for watching. Have a glorious day.